Good morning everyone. Here we are in the local woods, as you can see. Don't know whether it'll come up very well, but still new with this camera, still new. So basically what I wanted to do was I wanted to make the sort of like the channel introduction to what the Ashmore SCA Survivor channel is about. And obviously I'm Ash. The channel is basically, I looked on YouTube and I don't really see anything like for survivors. I see like why it's a cardiac arrest. I see survivor stories that are about 5 minutes long. How can you tell a story in 5 minutes? It don't make sense to me. So what I decided was I'd get a camera and I'd take a little walk, and basically I'll do a YouTube series on being a cardiac survivor and what it means and what a cardiac actually is and how it affects everything to do with your life. I'll be talking about ICDs and all that other sort of stuff. Yeah, so I will have to refer to my phone quite a few times, because if you're a cardiac arrest survivor or know a cardiac arrest survivor, you'll know short-term memory is a big problem. So I always have to write down little notes in my notepad. So let me just open that up and just double check that I'm talking about what I should be. So yeah, the channel, it's about documenting my life. So if I go up a mountain, I'll be filming that. If I go anywhere, sorry about that little break there. Had a load of kids come into the area and they were being screamy and loudy, and didn't particularly want to put you through that. So I've moved location. I'm now in a lovely dark bit of the woods. Although there is a little shelter behind me. I don't know if you can see that. I'll see if I can pull it off. Look at that little shelter. How cool is that? A little shelter. It's amazing the things you find in this woods. Anyway, yeah, I was talking about going up mountains and doing walks, and you know what I mean, just doing stuff that a normal cardiac survivor probably wouldn't do, or are nervous about doing. I think is probably the better way of saying it. Are nervous about doing it. So I'll be documenting all that sort of stuff. I'll be going through what a cardiac is, what an ICD is, and how they work, and loads of different things. I'll hopefully be doing some interviews with some other survivors and maybe people that have helped somebody that was in a cardiac arrest, or family and friends of somebody that's had a cardiac arrest. So you can get a wide range of views as to what goes on in a cardiac survivor's life, like, because everything changes. Like, nothing stays the same. Like, you have to be so careful. Like, you can't go near magnets, you can't do this, you can't do that. And it can get quite frustrating, not only for yourself, but also for family members, friends. They'll invite you to go skydiving or something like that, and you gotta go, look, I got an ICD in my chest. The strap comes across there, the instant jolt might do something, so I don't think I can do it. And you've got to go to the doctor and say, look, can I do a skydive? And they might turn around and go, well, no, not really. Like, probably a bit dangerous for you to do that. And yeah, so it affects the life massively affects the life. How often will I be posting on this channel, I suppose, is the next question. I mean, I'm planning on maybe once a week, maybe once every 2 weeks, maybe twice a week if I can. It all depends on what I have and going on in life at the time, and work commitments and everything else. Like, there's a lot to take into it. I mean, this is sort of a side thing. It's not really a thing I'm going to put all my effort into, because obviously I'm still recovering from the cardiac. There's a lot to take on, filming a YouTube series regarding the cardiac. But I think it will be useful for people that have had one to see what it's actually like and how you recover from it. But you do recover. You don't recover completely. But you do recover. The main issue is obviously fatigue and short-term memory for me. That might not be the same for every cardiac survivor, but they're common to me, and they're common to a lot of others. So yeah, we'll just see how this channel goes. I mean, hopefully it works out good, and it'll help many of you that are cardiac survivors or family members of cardiac survivors, friends of cardiac survivors. There's loads of people that would be interested in seeing the actual life of a cardiac survivor, I think. Not these 5-minute survivor stories. Not that I'm bashing them, but I don't think you can tell your story in 5 minutes on a YouTube video. So yeah, so I think, oh my days, there's a little squirrel. Anyway, yeah, there's resources out there. That's what I was going to talk about next. Resources. There are resources out there for cardiac arrest survivors and their friends and family that you can access. They are relative. I think most of them are free. I haven't seen one that's a paid for thing yet. So most resources are free. You can find them in loads of different places. I think there's the Sudden Cardiac Arrest UK group. That's a website and a Facebook. But there's got loads of different survivors, loads of different information, and on the website is a superb resource, probably one of the best resources I've seen for cardiac groups. There's the Cardiac Arrest Foundation. I think that's more of an American thing, I think, but I'm not 100% on that. But there's another one. Loads of information on there. They've both got Facebook groups, I believe. I know the SCA UK one definitely has. And then for more to do with ICDs rather than the actual cardiac itself, you have it's not Sudden Cardiac Arrest, it's ICD Support UK or ICD Support Group on Facebook. I can't remember which one it is. It's either UK or just a normal group. But they will also have loads of answers on ICDs and how they work, what each noise it makes. It means, because trust me, when the first time you hear your ICD make a noise, that's a bit nerve-wracking. I accidentally bought I didn't accidentally, I brought a phone case with a little magnet clasp thing on it. Didn't really think about it, you know, it's just a phone case. And yeah, I rested my phone on my chest to grab my drink when I was sat down on the sofa watching the TV, and next thing I know, my ICD's making this loud noise, loud blaring noise. Panic, straight away, full panic. Took about a minute and a half to actually turn off the noise. But Jesus, that was the longest minute and a half of my life, I swear to God. Like, that was so scary. But now, like, I sort of laugh about it now, because not that I'd actually risk it, but you could like have a little party trick like with that, like, oh, watch this. And yeah, it's probably not the best thing to do, but I haven't done it, but I have thought about it. I think it'd be quite funny, but I don't think it'd be funny for everyone else, to be honest. Anyway, so yeah, next video I'm gonna do, I think, is gonna be my actual cardiac arrest. What happened, when it happened, from what I can remember anyway. A lot of it will be filled in. It'll be stuff I've been told has happened and stuff like that, so it's not going to be completely what I remember. I'll tell you what I remember and what I don't remember anyway. So I'll see you in the next one for that. Hopefully that'll be next week, but I'll see you around.